Look, my shoulder's healing. My arm's out of the sling. Just in time for my other arm to be tied behind my back. Because I've been told I can no longer use racing footage for Shakedown. You may have noticed that last week's show got taken down by YouTube. Dorna Sports, the agency of MotoGP, tagged the show for the 7 seconds we showed of Rossi and Lorenzo. Rights violation, they say. Fair use in a transformative news entertainment format, we say. And I say, aren't we just promoting more MotoGP viewership? Regardless, we're negotiating with Dorna, so I won't use my newfound arm flexibility to show them what I really think. JF and AutoStream are fearful of more violations with YouTube, who do keep score. And I wouldn't want to be the guy that ended the FLD run before it hits 1,000 shows. So what am I going to do? Well, get creative, rethink the SD format, and find a way to make it work. Oh, and I can't use movie clips for jokes either. Now I really will have to make the writing entertaining. In the meantime, last week's Shakedown is still up on FastlaneDaily.com, and in my opinion, still worth a look for its news on Petit Le Mans, Corvette, Porsche Hybrid, Hyundai Rallycross, Sir Richard Branson on the Dead to Me list, and some Goodwood vintage racing. And for MotoGP, we'll still cover it, but from now on, every time we talk about them, rather than show the real bikes and riders, we'll just run this video. The stars of last week's racing were Kamui Kobayashi in F1 and Valentino Rossi in MotoGP. And for the same reason, both were master passers in each race. Here's a photo of the start of the MotoGP race with Rossi doing his imitation of Where's Waldo. He's in the back. Qualified 6th, dropped to 11th during lap 1. And of course, in the end, he won. Kobayashi, represented here in a video I can show, that's the hot dog eating Kobayashi, started P14 and finished P7, making a ton of great passes in the Japan GP. What Kamui and Rossi had in common was how they made the moves. Both dominated the hairpin corners, and in doing so, they gave us a lesson in racecraft, racing logic, and the creative use of physics. Let me explain. Tradition says slow in fast out of a racing corner, with the racing line moving from the outside of the corner into a late apex and then powering out to track edge. Except Valentino and Kobe know that a hairpin forces the slowest mid-corner speeds. So to pass, it's less about going fast mid-corner at the limit of traction and more about fast in to the apex and track position. So both kept dive bomb late braking their prey, getting their car or bike first to the apex, blocking the other guy, and then with their track position advantage, powering out of the corner to win the drag race. Over and over again. And no one else caught on. They were the stars of the weekend, despite the fact that Lorenzo won the MotoGP championship and Webber increased his F1 driver's title lead. Now, if you think tire smoke is more exciting, then the stars of the weekend were Tanner Faust winning the final Formula Drift event in Irwindale, California, and Von Gittin Jr. taking the season championship. Korea F1 is on and certified. If it only looked like the Red Bull simulation video, which I can show because it's an approved PR puff piece. But now talk about Austin falling off the construction schedule is the latest will we have a track or not controversy. I say don't worry. Just send over the Korea build team. Apparently, they only need a few weeks to do a track. More Austin news. Telmex will now fund Mexican drivers at Team Sauber. Austin promoter Tavel Hellman says this will be great for the US GP. Quote, I think it'll mean 20,000 more fans for sure. At which point 20,000 Republican and Tea Party heads exploded with the thought of 20,000 more Mexicans entering the US. There's the political joke. Fire away in the comments. You should have seen the action for last week's V8 Supercars Bathurst 1000. You should have, because I can't show the goddamn stuff here anymore. Still, I can show you a picture of Dick Johnson in his 1992 Ford Sierra RS 500, powered by a 2-liter Pinto-based 4-cylinder, turbocharged at some 580 horsepower and 200 miles an hour. Oh wait, maybe I could show you a picture of the current cars, like the Holdens that finished 1, 2, 3, and 4. But since I was talking about 4-cylinder turbos, let's raid the PR video bin to take a look at the 3 new 2011 WRC contenders from Citroën, Ford, and Mini. Originally, the spec was to be S2000 based with just that, normally aspirated 2-liter 4s. But the push for a global racing engine and manufacturer desire to race turbo technology, as it's going to be in more and more road cars, Designed to cost less than the current cars, we still get four-wheel drive tech, sequential boxes, electronic controls, and the potential to be just as quick in 2011. And in America, for 2011, NASCAR innovates with a redesigned front nose, finally figuring out a way to eliminate the ugly external support struts. Damn, now Ferrari will have to go back to the drawing board with their NASCAR entry. For Massa if he doesn't shape up. Enough. Roll the videos and check out the look of the new WRC cars. A few episodes back, I asked you all to come up with the most creative explanation for my shoulder injury. The key word must have been come, because there were way too many of you racking it up to masturbating. And I don't need Dorna Sports not to show you that video, if one existed.